By far, one of my favorite techniques, the one I always start out with first when I'm ledge fishing, is a crankbait, a deep running crankbait, such as the D12 and D20. And the reason is a lot of these ledges that I fish on this particular lake are in 10 to 14 foot of water. That's the strike zone. That's the area of the lake that I'm looking for to locate the bass in. And these baits work really well at those depths. But to achieve those depths, it's really important to match these big deep diving crankbaits with the right line size. Line size really is a critical factor when you're deep cranking. And the reason is if you fish too heavy a line, you're never going to get the bait down to the true depth that you need to get it to get down in the strike zone. Most of my deep running crankbaits I'll fish on 10 and 12 pound test monofilament. The way you got to think about it is the thicker the line size, the more resistance it's going to put off in the water and the shallower that bait's going to go. So make sure that you match your line size with the right crankbait to get down to the right depth, and you'll know, you'll maintain bottom contact with it that way. The other thing is pick the right rod. I use a 7-foot fiberglass rod exclusively. I'm just a big fan of fiberglass. I've been using it for years. And the reason I use a 7-foot rod is because it's all about casting distance. You want to be able to cast that bait as far as possible. To get that bait down there to the maximum depth, you got to get it out there as far as you can. And there again, let your line size and the deep running crankbait do the work after that. The other thing that makes it easy on me too is fishing with the right gear ratio reel. I pick a 5-to-1. It's a whole lot easier with a 5-to-1 versus a 6-3-to-1, just because these baits put off so much resistance, and if you fish them in an 8-hour day, it really makes a difference with the 5-to-1. It's just a whole lot easier to crank that reel. It's also a lot less wear and tear on your reel. A 5-to-1 just handles these big crankbaits better than what a 6-3-to-1.